Alright, I'm finna read a few pieces of this Willie Lynch out to you because to me it seems like y'all don't get it until somebody able to document something and read something to you. And this coming straight from this unmelanated Euro Gentile leper. It's his words, not mine. Alright. Say this speech was delivered by Willie Lynch on the bank of James River in 1712. Say, gentlemen, I greet you here on the banks of James River in the year of our Lord 1712. First, I should thank you, the gentlemen of the colony of Virginia, for bringing me here. I am here to help you solve some of your problems with the slaves. Your invitation reached me in my modest plantations in the West Indies, where I have experience with some of the newest and still the oldest methods for control of slaves. Ancient Rome would envy us if my program was implemented. As our boat sailed south on the James River, name of our illustrious king, whose vision was of the Bible we cherish, I saw enough to know that your problem is not unique. While Rome used cords of wood as crosses for standing human bodies along its old highways in great numbers, you are here using the tree and rope on occasion. I caught the whip of a dead slave hanging from the tree a couple of miles back. You are not only losing valuable stock by hangings, you are having uprising. Slaves are running away. Your crops are sometimes left in the fields for far too long for maximum profit, and you suffer occasional fires. Your animals are killed. Gentlemen, you know what your problems are. I do not need to elaborate. I am not here to enumerate your problems. I am here to introduce you to a method of solving them. Now check this out. In my bag here, I have a foolproof method for controlling your black slaves. I have guarantee of every one of you that if installed correctly, it will control the slaves for at least 300 years. My method is simple. Any member of your family or your overseer can use it. Now he said control of the slaves for 300 years if properly implemented. So we talking the year 1712, so 300 years would be the year 2012. Just to give y'all of account of what's going on, and it's still in this Willie Lynch is still going strong. Okay. I have outlined a number of differences among the slaves, and I take these differences and take them and make them bigger. I use fear and distrust and envy for control purposes. The methods has worked on my modest plantation in the West Indies, and it will work throughout the South. Take this simple little list of differences and think about them. On top of the list, age, but it is there only because it starts with A. The second is color or shade. There is the intelligence, size, sex, size of plantations, status of plantations, attitude of owners, whether the slaves lived in the valley or in the hill, in the east, the west, the south, and have fine hair or coarse hair, or tall or short. Now that you have a list of differences, I should give you an outline of action. But before that, I shall assure you that distrust is stronger than trust, and envy is stronger than admiration, respect, or admiration. The black slave, after receiving this indoctrination, should carry on and will become self-refueling and self-regenerating for hundreds of years, maybe thousands. You heard that? Okay. Don't forget most. You must pitch the old black male versus the young black male, which that's what we see out here today. The young black male against the old black male. You must use the dark-skinned slave versus the light-skinned slaves. And the light-skinned slaves versus the dark-skinned slaves. You must also use the female versus the male, and the male versus the female. That's what we really got going today, and that's why I'm here right now, speaking on that. You must also have all your white servants and overseers distrust all blacks, but it is necessary that your slaves trust and depend on all whites. They must love, respect, and trust whites only. Gentlemen, these kits are keys to control. Use them. Have your wife and children use them. Never miss an opportunity. If used intensely for 1 year, the slaves themselves will remain perpetually distrustful. Thank you, gentlemen. The systematic physical breaking and psychological reversing process. In other words, break the will to resist. Now, the breaking process is the same as both the horse and the nigger, only slightly varied in degree. But as we said before, there is an art in long-range economic planning. You must keep your eye and thoughts on the female. This is what I'm telling y'all. And the offspring of the horse and the nigger. A brief discourse of offspring development will shed light on the key to sound economic principles. Pay little attention to the generation of original breaking, but concentrate on future generations. Therefore, if you break the female mother, she will break the offspring in its early years of development. And when the offspring is old enough to work, she will deliver it up to you, for the normal female protective tendencies will have been lost in the original breaking process. For example, take the case of the wild stud horse, a female horse and an already infant horse, and compare the breaking process with two captured nigger males in their natural state. A pregnant nigger woman with her infant offspring. Take the stud horse, break him for a limited containment. Completely break the female horse until she becomes very gentle, whereas you or anybody else can ride her in comfort. Breed the male and the stud until you have the desired offspring. Then you can turn the stud to freedom until you need him again. Train the female horse whereby she will eat out of your hands, when she will in turn train the infant horse to eat out of your hand also. When it comes to breaking the uncivilized nigger, use the same process but vary the degree and step up the pressure so as to do complete reversal of the mind. Take the meanest and most reckless nigger, strip him of his clothes in front of the remaining male niggers, the female and the infant nigger. Tie him with feathers. Tie each leg to a different horse and pull him apart in front of the remaining nigger. The next step is to take a bull whip and beat the remaining nigger male to the point of death in front of the female and infant. Don't kill him, but put the fear of God in him, for he can be useful for the future breed. Okay, then this is the breaking process of the African woman. Matter of fact, I'm going to stop right here because I'm going to come back because I want to finish this off and I don't want to have to break in between this, because this is the most important part of what I've been trying to break down. I'm trying to show y'all where Willie Lynch has everything and only is relevant in what we seeing and experiencing here with our women here over in this land, and not just in this land, because I'm seeing it happening in all cultures where our women, our people are spread it out at. So it ain't just happening here, but it's prevalent right here. So I'm gonna stop right here, and I'm gonna begin in part 5 with this.